classroom, Mr. Light's room. This is where I hang out and I get my work done. Like I said, there's my work table, you know. And then if you come on over here, you might notice I got a few things that I've been working on. One of the things I've been doing when I'm not preparing stuff is I've been making bowls, turning bowls. So I got some cool bowls there. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 of them there. And I got some of my pieces of wood that's basically ready for me to do some work on. Got some nice wood there and my grinder. You know, just got a bunch of different things. This is a garage of clutter. Oh, here's a good picture. Great picture, in fact. Look at this pic. Oh, hey, do you recognize those any of those four fellas? I don't know if you recognize them, but I'm pretty sure there's some Holly people. This picture was from a bunch of years ago. We were in a golf tournament. I'll tell you, I'm the guy that's all the way on the right. Jeez. Okay, anyways, so yeah, this is where I do my thing, man. This is where I do my pledge in the morning. I come out here, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yes! Because I miss it, man. I miss doing the pledge with you guys. So that's why we're here today. I want to talk to you, though, about your journal, and I want to talk to you about keeping things straight in your notes and where we've been and where we're going and all this other good stuff. So I hope you hang in there. You know what, if you're really good, I might even take you for a little, if you hang around at the end of the video, I'll take you all the way out back and I'll let you check out my crazy pizza oven. But listen, let me talk to you for a couple minutes about. Okay, so number one, we want to make sure that we have a journal that we are working in every day at home, okay, or every other day. You should probably be doing some social studies every day. I'm trying to give you a mixture of different videos, discussion questions, and some couple crosswords here and there. I'm going to start beefing up some of that stuff because I didn't really know exactly how long this was going to last. So I'm in the process. This is new to me, putting everything online, and I'm sure it's new to you guys too. So I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I just want to make sure that you do a little bit of history every day. Get a few hours in every week, reading things, watching things, just staying active. So what we're going to start doing as of tomorrow, which is Friday, or today if you're watching this on Friday, is I'm gonna lay out everything that you are gonna do from week to week. Okay, so we're gonna put out a weekly agenda, and we're gonna try to get the weekly agenda at the Schoology site. Now, make sure every day that you go into Schoology and you check on your social studies. Look and see, is there a video link there? Is there a crossword? Is there some notes there? Sometimes you've been noticing there's some vocabulary in there. If you have not had a chance to get to Schoology, make sure that you log on. Let me know if you have trouble logging in, and we'll try to find a way to get you onto Schoology, because a few of you I've not yet seen much on there. Some of you guys have been doing great at getting back to me, and I'm trying to get back to you a little bit. So we're gonna go from that. But we've been talking, remember, most recently when we left, is we were just getting into the South and the cotton boom. And we're leading up into slavery. We're going to work on slavery a little bit, tough practice. And then obviously we're getting closer and closer to the Civil War. So right now in history, 7th grade history, the Civil War is 1860, we're at about 1845 to 1850, because we've already done the gold rush, and the California gold rush was 1849. And that's why we said we call them 49ers, right? So we're moving our way through the South now. We're still in the 1840s. We're talking about the growth of big plantations now, people. We're talking about also smaller, poor white farmers called yeomen, that when you look back to the last post I put up there, update for the school day, or 2 days ago, you'll see that there's a word, a yeoman, Y-E-O-M-E-N, which were, I believe I spelled that right, which were small farmers who had some slaves possibly, but they worked side by side with their slaves, and they were not extremely wealthy. The big slave owners were big plantation owners. farmers, okay, and these big cotton plantations, which are turning out what we call, put my hand up here, cash crops. I'm going to try to fit that in. Yeah, cash crops, so tobacco. Obviously cotton is king, that's why they call it King Cotton. Indigo, which is a dye that'll be used by Levi Strauss to color his jeans when he starts Levi Strauss Jean Company in the middle 1800s. Rice, in some places, South Carolina and Florida, Louisiana, they had rice plantations, and they tried sugarcane in Florida. So we're getting into this, but remember, it was all based on cheap labor. That's the whole thing. The whole difference that we always want to remember, kids, is the North, where we live, the Northeast, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, we run on industry, right? We run on industry. We have a lot more people here at this time in history. And the South, not only is it smaller population, but it's more rural, which means country, and based on agriculture. And it's based on the plantation system and on farming, because the weather's so much warmer. And since slavery has been instituted in the South, that is basically carrying the load of the Southern economy, the agrarian economy. Remember, agrarian sounds like agriculture, is all about farming, and that's what the South is about. And in the end, I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to spoil the end of the Civil War, but the North will win. Thank God. Slavery will be outlawed, banned. But that's what leads to the South losing in the end, was they didn't have as many people, and they just didn't have the industry. They didn't have the train lines, the rail lines like we had in the North, which allowed Northern troops to get different places quicker. It's super important in the Western campaign and some of the things that happened in the Civil War. But you need to remember that the North is ultimately going to defeat the South, because the South is running out of things, and the North is industrial and it's stronger because there's more people and more industry, and that's what's ultimately going to win the Civil War. And that's the most important thing to remember about the Civil War, is when you look at the two styles of economies, the Southern farming based on slavery economy and the Northern industrial factory economy, which had more people, more resources, more mass production of guns and weapons and things that would be needed to win the war. That's how the North ultimately forces the South back into the Union. Right? They want to secede or leave, and the North says, no, we're not going to let you leave, we're going to fight a war over this, and they force them back. All right, so keep checking in. I try to get things up there. I try to get check them every day, all the different emails I get. I've answered hundreds of them, literally hundreds. The most, in 28 years of teaching, I've never had to answer so many emails as I've been answering the last 3 weeks. And I'm just going to try to do that. It's probably 3.5 hours of my time when I'm just sitting around here. So when I'm not trying to plan and take care of my family and plan my teaching stuff, I'm basically answering a lot of your emails between my seniors and my 7th graders. So, but keep them coming in, keep them coming in. It's not a burden. I like to hear from you guys and hear how you're doing. And so I just want you to hang in there. I hope you and your family are safe. Continue to wash your hands. Keep a safe distance, as we were trying to tell you in school before we parted our ways. You might have noticed that some of the teachers and myself were out in the halls trying to tell people to keep their distance, and a lot of you guys didn't really follow that, and it's really imperative now, really important, a must, that you keep your distance from people when you see them, and you try not to get out. It is not just impacting older people. My daughter's in New York City, and it's also impacting a lot of younger people. So do not think this is just something for the old. This COVID thing is not for the old, it's for everybody. So we've got to really nip this thing while we can. So it's great to see you guys. Oh, I promise you, if you hung around, that we would walk in the back and I'd show you my fire pit. Okay, and my lathe. Well, check it out. This is a little bonus coverage for those of you who are so good to hang around with Mr. Light. Here we go. We'll come down. Okay, this is where the pizzas get made, kids. This is where Mr. Light makes the pizzas. Get the fire going. Look at all those chips. That's from my lathe. My lathe is underneath there. So yeah, this is where I make the fire. This is where I pretend I'm like an Italian cookery, the guy who makes the pizzas, the flip of the pizzas, you know. So okay, everybody, this is it. I'm gonna sign out for the week, and by today, Friday, or tomorrow, Friday, whenever you see this, I will basically have the next 5 days set up for you. So 7th graders, hang in there, be strong, try to get outside, get some fresh air and some exercise. Just don't forget, keep your distance from everybody, and let's not share any of these crazy COVID germs. All right, see you later, guys. Boom, check it, boom, boom, check it, 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 boom, boom, boom. Boom, cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum, 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 cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky 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 bum, cheeky bum bum. Okay, see if we can get this thing to go. Don't attempt this at home. This could be dangerous. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Come on, Mr. Light. Come on, you can do it. Come on, we can do this. I don't know. We'll see if it works. Cheeky bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum, cheeky bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum, bum, cheeky bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky bum, cheeky bum bum, cheeky.
His eyes, they closed, and his last breath spoke. He had seen all to be seen. A life once full, now an empty vase, wilt the blossoms on his early grave. Walk away, me boy, walk away, me boy, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe that golden tear from your mother dear, and raise what's left of the flag for me. Then the rosary beads, counting 1, 2, 3, fell apart as they hit the floor. In a garb of black, we must pay respect to the colour we're born to mourn. Walk away.